Hi, welcome to Leisrealtalk. China's economy is crashing and the real estate market has been in free fall for 21 straight months. As desperation rises, so do the schemes, and some are darker than anyone imagined. Now, a jaw-dropping story is setting the internet on fire. One woman, 36 ex-boyfriends, all unknowingly living in the same community, all trapped in the same setup. What kind of blood-soaked drama is this? Well, buckle up because you won't believe how deep the story goes. Decades of China's one-child policy created a harsh gender imbalance, leaving many men struggling to find a girlfriend. In March 2025, a young man named Yao shared his heartbreaking love story with the local media outlet in Guangdong. Yao is an ordinary worker in Shenzhen, nearing 30 years old. Like many young men, he dreams of having a family and actively searched for a girlfriend. At the beginning of 2024, he met a girl named Liu Jia on a dating app. Miss Liu also worked in Shenzhen and came from a similar background. They hit it off online almost immediately. From her photos, Liu was stunning. Fair skin, long legs, picture-perfect beauty. But Yao worried she might be using beauty apps to enhance her image. So he asked to meet in person. To his relief, the woman agreed without hesitation. In China, where men significantly outnumber women, women can be high maintenance and very demanding on dates. This is something many Chinese men know all too well. But when Yao finally met Liu Jia, he was smitten. Not only was she beautiful, but she was also very considerate. She didn't expect him to spend lavishly on dates or buy her expensive gifts like handbags. She was kind, sweet, and everything he had dreamed of. Yao felt like he had hit the lottery. Their relationship quickly heated up. He lovingly called her Jia Jia. Within a month, Yao asked her to move in with him. Jia Jia gently but firmly declined. She explained that she came from a traditional family. Her parents were very conservative and would never accept her living with a man before marriage. If they wanted to live together, she said, he needed to be serious about marrying her. Yao, without hesitation, said he wanted to marry her. But Jia Jia made it clear, before they could get engaged, he needed to buy a home. Yao felt bittersweet. On one hand, he was happy, thrilled that his girlfriend held on to traditional values and wasn't the type to move in casually. He was touched that she was willing to marry him. But reality soon set in. Buying a home in Shenzhen was almost impossible for him. The average price was about 60,000 yuan per square meter. A small 70 square meter apartment would cost over 4 million yuan, far beyond his reach. Yao's monthly salary was only about 10,000 yuan. Even if he stopped eating or drinking for the rest of his life, he still couldn't afford it. Still, in today's China, owning a home is almost a non-negotiable requirement for marriage. His girlfriend's request wasn't unusual, it was the standard. Yao was torn between love and reality. Jia Jia knew Yao was tormented. She spoke in a gentle, understanding tone. I know Shenzhen is too expensive, but don't worry. Our love nest doesn't have to be here. How about we move somewhere more affordable? With her delicate hand, she drew a circle on the map and pointed to a place called Huizhou, about 100 kilometers or 65 miles from Shenzhen. Housing prices there were only about 1/9 of Shenzhen's. A small 70 square meter apartment will cost under 1 million yuan. Yao was tempted. Then Jia Jia sweetly added that she would contribute 30,000 yuan toward the down payment and share the mortgage with him. Seeing how committed his girlfriend was, Yao no longer hesitated. He wanted to do everything he could to make her happy and give her a home. At lightning speed, they bought an apartment Jia Jia picked. True to her word, Jia Jia put 30,000 yuan toward the down payment. When signing the contract, Yao wanted to add her name to the property's certificate, but his girlfriend gently refused. Her reason was simple. She wanted to impress her conservative parents by showing that Yao had bought the home on his own. proof that he was capable and responsible. Ayao was moved to tears. What a considerate, perfect wife he had found. When signing the papers, he felt like he was flying. He swore he would take care of this angel for the rest of his life. But as soon as they bought the home, Jia disappeared. She stopped answering calls. She didn't reply text messages. At first, Ayao was worried. Maybe she had an accident. He waited anxiously until a few days later when he saw that she had blocked him on WeChat. Ayao couldn't accept it. He wanted to find her, to ask her face to face what had gone wrong. But then reality hit him. He knew almost nothing about this woman. He didn't know where she lived, where she worked, or where she was from. All he had was a phone number and a social media account, both now useless. Where could he find her in a city of millions? Still, it didn't feel like a scam. After all, she had contributed 30,000 yuan toward the home, and the home is under his name. Why would a scammer give money? Ayao replayed everything in his mind, blaming himself. What had he done wrong? Just as he was about to spiral into hopelessness, the truth came crashing down. One day, while wandering aimlessly through the neighborhood where his new apartment was located, Yao met another man about his age, looking just as depressed. They started chatting about their heartbreaks. While telling his story, Ayao mentioned his girlfriend's name, Jia. The other man's eyes widened in shock. Your girlfriend's name is Jia? He shouted. What do you mean? Yao asked, stunned. The man answered with a name that made both of them freeze, Liu Jia. As they pieced their stories together, the horrifying truth unraveled. Both men had met Liu Jia on the same dating app. Both had fallen in love with her, bought homes in the same community in Huizhou, received 30,000 yuan help for the down payment, and both were left abandoned. They realized Liu Jia was never her real name. Fueled by anger and heartbreak, they began investigating. What they found was staggering. 36 men in the same community had fallen into the same trap. 10 of them even lived in the same building as Ayao. Each had dated Liu Jia. Each, after about a month, had been convinced to buy property, saddling them with mortgages close to 1 million yuan each. Further investigation revealed the truth. The woman behind Miss Liu Jia was a sales agent for Shenzhen Yijia Real Estate Consulting Company. She was part of a team of 15 young, beautiful women employed specifically to sell hard-to-move properties through romance scams. The 30,000 contribution was simply bait, a small part of the 100,000 to 200,000 commission they earn for each sale. For Miss Liu Jia, it was business. For the men, it was heartbreak and financial disaster. After buying the homes, most of the men were stuck. The apartments were real and completed, meaning they have no grounds to blame on the developer for fraud. Even though their relationships were fake, their mortgages were very real. Ayao told reporters that he now rents a place in Shenzhen to be close to work. After paying his rent and mortgage, he's left with barely any money. He also owes his family, having borrowed heavily to cover the down payment, and he's still single. The 15 love trap realtors sold properties for a number of developers. One of them is Logan Group, a major real estate company in the Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau Greater Bay Area. In 2017, Ji Haipeng, the founder of Logan Group, was ranked the 50th wealthiest man in China. His daughter, Perina K, or Ji Kaiting, made headlines when she was named the world's youngest billionaire by Forbes, with a net worth of $1.3 billion at just 24 years old. In 2021, Ji Haipeng was listed on the Forbes China Rich list with a net worth of $6 billion, and Logan Group ranked 20th among top Chinese real estate companies. However, only a few months later, the bubble started to burst. In January 2022, S&P announced that it would place Logan's long-term credit rating on negative credit watch. In March, its auditor, Ernst & Young, raised concerns about Logan Group's undisclosed debt, and in August 2022, the company suspended interest payments on 5 of its US dollar-denominated bonds, totaling about $1.6 billion. The company has since been struggling financially and resorted to love-bait realtors to sell their hard-to-move properties. The story of the 36 men exploded across the internet in China. The plot was too bloody, too well-crafted, and too perfectly executed to ignore, targeting lonely, sincere men who only wanted love and a family. It became a scandal that exposed the dark side of China's economy, business ethics, and the brutal realities of a collapsing property market. In today's China, marketing courses teaching people how to exploit emotional vulnerabilities flood both online and offline channels. Young women are taught how to be gold diggers. This love-bait realtor scam is just one example. There are others too. Young male financial advisors who seduce wealthy female clients through romance and sex. They target older women who are either single or trapped in unhappy marriages. Competition among financial advisors is fierce in China. To meet their sales quotas, some must offer extra services to stay in business. If there's one common thread, it's this: the scammers always appear perfect and nearly impossible to resist. My advice: if someone seems too perfect and want your business, be careful. You don't want to end up like Ayao and dozens of others, whose dreams of love turned into a cruel trap and a lifetime of regret. That's all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Tell me what you think, and I'll see you next time.